Everyone, you might want to be listening to this in the morning because today we're going to be sharing some ghost stories. So please help me know. You might want to sit down for this.
Oi, sit down lah.
Oh my gosh, guys. Welcome back to another episode of You Might Want to Sit Down for This. Legitimately, this episode, you want to sit down for this. You might want to get a cover. You might want to get a blanket. You might want to on all the lights in your house because for some reason, the showrunners have decided that today we're going to be telling ghost stories.
Ooh.
Why ghosts? Why?
Fun.
I just want to say these are stories.
Yeah.
Okay?
That may or may not have happened to some of us.
I don't want to declare that, we believe in the supernatural. I just want to say this is a story. Why?
I strongly believe in the supernatural.
Okay.
But hey, welcome back to the podcast. Today with us, we have a new face. Who's never been on the podcast before. Give it up for Wyatt.
Hi.
Why don't you introduce yourself? What do you do?
I'm Wyan. I'm a multimedia designer here in Blank Slate.
Lovely. And what are your accolades or accomplishments to be on the ghost panel today?
Okay.
It's not something that I experienced myself, but it's what my dad experienced during his college days.
Oh my God. Okay. We'll get into
So
that in a bit.
Yeah.
Soph, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us your ghostly accolades?
Hi, I'm Soph. I'm the accounts team at Blank Slate. I'm the accounts team. I'm with the accounts team at Blank Slate.
To be honest.
I just have bite-sized stories.
I like that.
From people that
okay.
I know, from the office that I was in previously.
Oh, your office was haunted.
Something that I've seen. I wasn't there.
Was this the one that was caught on camera?
But yes.
Yes. Okay. Kayla, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Caleb.
Okay.
Nice.
My ghost stories happens to my family.
Okay.
Quite an interesting one.
Those are
Yeah.
Is this
Okay.
introduction,
Yeah,
I
introduction.
like all these one-liners. My name is Ming, and the stories I will share today, depending on which one I share, has happened to me and all people I know. Yes.
Okay. My name is Ming. I'm the moderator today because I don't really have a story. Actually, I got one. That happened when I was probably 5 or 6 and Ming was like 3.
Let's kick it off.
That's the Fraser's Hill one.
So it's first-hand experience.
This one crazy.
Huh?
It's first-hand experience.
Yeah. First time
This
experience.
one, my whole family was there.
And my mom and dad tried to play it down, but I was like,
but we knew something was
something's
up.
not right. Okay. I don't know. Okay, I just want to kick it off, guys. I'm scared shitless of this guy.
Okay.
I don't want to say
Appreciate.
I'm shitting right now.
Nice.
So I really scared. I've been scared of ghosts since my grandmother neighbor let me play some video game and inside was pixelated ghosts. But that pixelated ghost haunted me for my whole childhood.
That's mad.
It's
Pac-Man.
wild. It's not even Pac-Man. It's like it was really old computer game that scared me shitless. Okay, but this was a story where we went for a camp. The funny thing was it was a church camp in Fraser's Hill. All right, so it's a Fraser's Hill thing.
Port
Everyone knows.
Dixon.
It's not Port Dixon. This is Fraser's Hill. It's the row of houses that I fell down and split my head.
Yes.
I believe
Okay.
things happen at
Okay,
Fraser's Hill.
so I have a split on my forehead here that had to be like the medical plastered up.
It was a
'cause
bit more than stitch really.
Was it like
Yeah,
Harry
yeah.
Potter?
Harry
No.
Potter.
No. I wish. No. My parents still alive. It's okay. But no. So the story goes like this. I'll just kick it off because I feel mine's lights in the appetizer.
Actually, this is quite heavy to be honest. But okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. There's a very famous dormitory in Fraser's Hills, right? I can't remember what it's called, but it's a very quaint place. Very quaint place that
Quick and quiet.
most teams would like to go for because it's a long hallway. There's a lot of rooms and there's a nice garden outside. I don't know whether you've been there before.
I have no
Don't
idea.
think so? Okay, cool. It's a very fun place because our family would go there with other families from church to have a church camp. But there was one time, I remember very, very vividly, we were there and everything is normal during the day. We had nice food, at dinner, steamboat got steamboat there. And my parents would just do things and then with the other families and everything and we retire for the night. So that one night, it was just Ming Yu, my mom, my dad, and myself. My sister hadn't been born yet. We were trying to sleep. And I remember my dad just finished bathing. He was coming out the bathroom back to our room. And on that night, I remember I was awake, really wide awake for a reason. And it was dark outside. And I remember just doors slamming. Bang! 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 Like that. I'm just like, wow, that's very loud. And I looked at my mom and my mom and dad were looking at each other. And then my dad went out to go and look what's happening. Then it was just bang, bang, the whole way, bang, bang. And I look at Ming, Ming was sleeping. I don't know whether he's awake at some point. I think he's just too young to care. And I was like, wow, someone's not happy. I don't know. It was slamming doors. And then I remember when my father came back, my mom, they tried not to talk to each other when I was still awake. So I was like, okay, I guess it's normal. People will bang, 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 bang. Bang, bang, the doors, everything. And it went on for a while. I don't know whether it was a door or a window or anything. Then I just went to sleep as a kid. And soon after that, a few years after that, my parents told me no one was slamming doors. The whole thing, everyone was just sleeping. And the sounds were just coming from either the roof or outside the house or outside somewhere. And until today, I guess we just slept through it. That's it. That's my appetizer. That's really it. I don't know where
Was
the
something
banging was
else
coming
slamming?
from. Yeah, it was wild. It was not kiku kiku. It was not that kind of slamming.
I don't know when
I
you
mean,
say
never
when
know.
you
No,
say
no.
bang bang, Caleb was like this. Yeah.
I was like,
I mean, that's the sound coming in from his house at night. So,
Okay.
But yeah,
It's
it was a nice start.
Simple
Crazy.
start. I'll follow up with the one that I mentioned in Port Dickson. Also church camp. Okay, so this particular one that we stayed in, Ming Li was born already, and it was a duplex sort of like arrangement. So not really duplex. It's like, so downstairs you walk in and then there's like a master bed, right? And then my parents would sleep there with my sister, and then there's a spiral staircase, wooden spiral staircase to go up into a loft and make a nice slab up there. So on, I think the first night or the second night already, we were sleeping and we didn't hear anything. But my mom downstairs asked us the next day, "Are you okay? Do you all sleep at all?" And we were like, yeah, why?" Because she said in the middle of the night, like my dad and my mom woke up and it sounded like someone was just stomping on the wooden steps up and down the whole night, which was just in front of them. And then my mom asked us, like, "Did we sleep?" We're like, "Yeah." Damn. That was in Port Dickson. Similar things at night as well. Door slamming. So hey, let's kick off the podcast with our friend Wyan.
oh.
Oh,
What
hey,
scary
get it, girl.
stories?
So this happened to my dad.
I'm scared already.
It was during his early 20s, so it was like 1980s. He was studying and he had a college roommate who has a cousin brother. He came and visit them during his high school school holidays.
Okay.
So this kid, he was just chilling together, like everyone was just in the living room. One day, he would like just sit, like just chilling, like reading comic books, like just like this. The next second, he just started sitting up like this,
Okay.
and then he just like just sitting as if he's someone who was from the royal family, like
Just really straight up.
just not his usual stance.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gosh.
and then the college roommate, his cousin, would just be like, "Hey, just stop fooling around."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, his tone changed. So, and then he introduced himself as a tatukong.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tokong?
So tatukong.
Oh, you know, is it?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
I just thought like, Tokong? Is that Uncle
Okay.
Tatukong in Chinese culture are spirits who used to be humans, and they have not reincarnated yet. So they are roaming around the mortal realm, and these spirits are usually have a higher status of identity. So like
Whoa.
sultans,
Yeah. Like kings or
warriors,
something.
yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So they come in different forms.
Whoa.
They come in they can be Malays, Chinese,
Yeah.
Hokkien.
Okay.
So when that spirit came, everyone was like, "Oh, okay." And this spirit addressed them as Chuchu.
Whoa.
So he would be like, Chuchu semua duduk. Like he just asked all my dad and
Was this guy Malay or Chinese?
he's a Chinese Hokkien. So
But
when
he
he
started
started speaking
Malay.
Malay,
Malay,
everyone was like, "Oh, he's not fooling around."
Oh.
So everyone just started sitting, and that happens quite often while he was visiting my dad and his cousin.
I think they should just ask him to go home. Right? Seriously, at this point.
It just
So-
happened the same guy all the time.
Sometimes it would be the Malay Datuk Kong, sometimes it would be the Chinese Datuk Kong,
Oh,
and sometimes it would be the
He's-
Hokkien.
he's
Datuk
just
Kong.
the bridge.
He's like trying
He's
to
just the bridge. So
Is he always telling them to
So
keep quiet?
apparently-
Semua duduk.
When they're too noisy. And
Saya
he's
cakap
like,
sama lu, just duduk ah.
So apparently he has his body, he has this gift, which means
He's the medium.
he's the medium. So and spirits
Just rock
Can-
up into him.
spirits know that
That's a bad
he
deal.
has this gift.
That's a bad deal.
Yeah.
That's
so
a curse, man.
That's a it is a curse. I mean it feels like a curse lah.
Yeah.
Because every time the spirit
Yeah.
comes and visit, and then once he leaves his body, he will just collapse,
Knock out.
like as if he's dead, and he would be knocked out until the next morning, and he wouldn't remember what happened,
Wow.
like the night before.
Is he still alive?
I'm sure he is. Yeah,
oh, you don't know.
Datuk go? No, he's
No,
dead.
no,
already.
the
That's why
guy-
he can.
the guy. yeah, I'm sure. But my
That's crazy.
dad cut
Yeah,
like-
I would too.
no,
Wow.
not cut ties. I mean like out of
Wow.
touch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Your dad told you this story.
Yeah.
What was the
He
occasion?
experienced this like for a while, like basically
Multiple times.
a whole semester. So
Wait, this is who's this person again?
This is
it a
his-
relative?
Her dad's
his-
roommate's cousin.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
Yeah.
why did this roommate stay so long?
Buddy, is it?
school holiday.
School holiday is not one full semester though.
He
It's
was
crazy.
like 16, 17 and
Okay.
he was experiencing
Yeah.
all this, and it wasn't like a one time.
Oh man.
Why your
One
dad tell you
time
this
thing.
story?
Yeah. He tell you for what?
He
Make you
just
scared.
no.
How did it come about? Like you all yamcha and then he's like, dear, by the way.
Yeah, how did it come up?
I think we were just in the mid conversation during dinner, and then we were talking about like this.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was by the way.
By the way,
Let me tell you a ghost story.
yeah, Wayan.
So
if
there's
you-
this incident where my dad's classmate, they lost the college communal camera, and then
Wow. Okay.
they lost it, and then they were desperate to find money to like replace it. So being desperate, they ended up asking this Malay Datuk Kong like for help,
Okay.
like in Malay, like can you like just help us out, like maybe like give us a Toto number, and then we can like win.
Buy a new one?
Yeah,
Okay.
buy win money from the Toto,
Okay.
To buy
and
the
then
camera.
to buy
Okay.
the camera. So like a lot of these like terms, right? He doesn't understand because like he died like 100 years
Okay.
ago. So like when they told him like they want to buy a new camera, the Datuk Kong was like, apa itu camera? And then yeah, so my dad and like itu tangkap gambar punya, and then he was like, oh okay. So
Oh.
so he would, so he doesn't understand the concept of like holding a pencil and stuff like that. So my dad and his roommates would just give him like the white candles. Like back then,
Wow.
my dad used them to study.
Okay.
So he used the white candle, and they just held out a piece of paper, and then he would like trace the numbers with the candle
Wow.
on, like just give them a series of numbers, and then they just write it down
And then?
on a piece of
Win.
paper. And the Datuk Kong's advice was basically telling them don't be greedy, because
Okay.
you know when you buy Toto numbers, you can like bet. Like the higher you bet, the more money you win. So like his advice is like don't be greedy.
Okay.
So they bought like 1 ringgit, 2 ringgit kind of Toto
Yeah,
number,
yeah.
and that amount that they won is enough to buy the camera.
Camera. Wow.
So they bought it. They bought the camera. They returned it to the
Datuk
college,
Kong's math is
and
crazy.
they still had a little bit of money left. So
Yeah.
they used it to buy like snacks
Food for
and
him.
and beer just to
For the medium of themselves.
for themselves.
Messed up.
Why you give like
messed
beer
up.
to the
Yeah, yeah.
Malay tatokong?
But yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but how did they? So they waited for him to come, then they asked. Is it? They just look at the friend every day.
They know that they know that he will come. Yeah. So
Such a good question. Like, hey, shit, also, bro.
yeah.
Then like,
they just follow him around.
you go uncle, tak oh.
they just waited.
They just follow him around. Then when he sit up, then they're like,
Hey, uncle. Mau tahu uncle. Jangan pergi dulu. That's how Chinese people speak Malay.
at which point, right, will you think if that happened like here?
Yeah.
At which point do you think that person's bullshitting?
Yeah.
You try role play, is it? You try to be Jatokong?
No, this kind of thing. I don't know, you all never read enough stories. Don't pretend this shit.
Pretend you
Oh.
don't know camera.
They also were like so skeptical the first time like he did this. It's like,
Yeah.
Like, hey man, like it's not funny.
Yeah,
and stuff.
cut it out.
But it's like you need to. It takes so much effort to lie about this kind of things. It's like you're suddenly speaking in, and the Malay that he was speaking is not like Malaysian
Oh, wow.
Malay. It's
Okay,
like
not
it
the
sounded
modern
sounded
normal.
like a Sultan Indonesian kind of
Wow.
Malay. Like so to have the knowledge to know that and then lie to your roommates, and the way he collapsed the minute
It's
the
full
spirit
committal, it's method.
is pretty much like knocked
Yeah.
out. Like they slapped him so hard and
Oh
he
my
did
God.
not react at all. So he was just,
Method is strong.
and there were no pillows when he when he
shoot.
collapsed. So
Multiple
he basically
concussions.
like hit him. Yeah,
Really? Yeah.
like just,
Concussion.
it felt like he said that it felt like a concussion.
Oh shoot.
Okay.
And he
okay.
would come to realize like in the next morning.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
it's a good story to start off.
Yeah.
Interesting. I think a lot of room for like, you know, like are you messing around or not? But yeah,
Yeah.
I think it takes a lot of
Until
dedication.
this day, they're like,
They still don't know, right? 'Cause the
do I
total
want to
number is whack.
believe in?
Yeah, the total number is
Yeah.
whack. That one is like, wow, I got money to buy extra snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That means Dato took in consideration inflation and some treats for the kids. Chuchu, he really decided to
couldn't
choose.
give them the exact amount.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
if I give you the exact, then there's no lesson here. Yeah, the lesson is that you still can go and treat yourself. I think that's good. That's good. It's very similar to the story that we had on Sip and Spill. Quickly tell the story. One of the episodes we had at UM was this Indian guy, Indian girl, and they wanted to go to Genting at night, right? So they got in their car, and then the tire had a puncture, so they couldn't go lah. So they needed help, so they were doing it, but they've never done it before. And so nicely, there was this lovely man who stopped his car. Indian man came out and he was like, let me help you guys change the tire. So he helped them change the tire. And he was like, oh, what do you guys study? Which faculty? Then they told him lah. Then the uncle said, oh, my daughter is in the same faculty as you guys, in the same school. Oh, which is your daughter? I forgot what's her name lah. Let's call her like Kavi or something, right? So she's like, oh, Kavi's my daughter. She's studying that as well. So like, okay, cool. Thank you so much. And then I read Uncle Chow. So then it was late, so they decided just to go home. Next day, they went to Kavi and said, Kavi, thank you so much. Can you thank your father for helping change the tire? Because he came and helped us after he visited you. Kavi looked at them. She's like, my father died a very long time ago.
What the heck?
That one, when I heard it, then and there, I was like, this is next level. Next level.
Oh, he changed the tire.
It's quite cool because I think so far to here, with Wayan's story and the uncle, we've got stories that the ghosties want to help you.
I'm done, guys, for the episode.
No. Now we're gonna take a.
It's a good ghosty. It's a good
We're
ghosty.
gonna take a whiff from the stories that Soph has
Oh,
from
man.
your old workplace.
Yeah.
Huh?
Mine are all bites. Like, I don't have this whole like build up.
Okay.
Like
It's
last
the
time.
occurrences.
Yeah. So back then I was with a publication, like a publishing house, and our office was in section 17. But it's like
The old shop
It's-
houses?
it's not very old, but like there are factories,
Oh.
warehouses there. But it's not like too deep in like Old Town or something. It's it's there. But I think because maybe before it got converted into the office building that it was, before that it was a factory or like some sort of warehouse. And then they tore it down and then blah, blah, blah. There is lore apparently, but I can't remember it. I think some of my ex-colleagues from way back when would know some of it. But generally, what I always heard was that if you stayed back late, you would encounter a female
It's one
ghosty there.
particular one, right? So it's not like
Yeah, there's like a
random, it's-
particular
there's
one.
One.
I don't know. I don't even remember if there's like one or two, but
Why?
it's some of the stories were very like common office stories. Like, oh, you stay back late, right? And then you can hear, let's say, the pantry doors opening, closing, or like certain utensils being moved around. Sometimes the women's toilet door is locked, stuff like that. It's like mild things, you know.
Mild.
But I think one of the craziest ones was my ex colleagues. They OT and then they left late at night. And then naturally, all the lights would be off, like on your floor when you leave. Then you walk out, and then one of them just like turned and looked up and saw somebody standing there.
Oh, I can't with this guy.
This one crazy. This one crazy.
I can't do this.
But okay, but that's not peak.
That's not peak. That's
Not
not
peak.
peak.
So the non-peak one is not in my office. So I have a good friend. We go to the gym together, and he told me last time that his office also had a lot of ghost stories. He's even seen it himself and stuff. And it's like so normal that they're like, okay, office ghosty.
I really like this story.
Yeah. But so, I mean, it's a common thing that all of his colleagues know as well. So one day, his Malay colleague actually had to OT. So he was staying back, he was working, and then he called, I think his daughter called him a video call. So he picked up, and then they chit chat. And then halfway, the daughter's like, got other, like somebody else in the office. Then the dad's like, no, it's just me.
Like the kid said to the father.
But the kid said, wait,
Someone is- who is that
but
behind
somebody's
you?
behind you. There's a lady behind you. And he's like,
Don't turn around.
yeah, he didn't turn around. He's just like,
Okay, bye.
oh,
Good
no,
night.
yeah, got nothing, bye. But then he continued working because he's like, the ghost not going to OT for him.
Yeah.
Gotta get to work.
Crazy. That's some crazy
Yeah.
ass stories.
The one that I saw was actually
You
quite
saw?
random. No, so I didn't see in person ish.
Shout out Soul's cousin.
Hey. So this was years back. I don't even know how we got there, but she said like a few nights ago she was hanging out at the park at night with a friend or like a few friends. And she had like an old, I don't know, Sony Ericsson phone or something like that. So you take video, whatever, right? Then after that, she watched back the video, and there's this like small white figure seemingly like a child that like prances across the screen.
And this is like on an old pixelated phone, not like our iPhones
Yeah.
today that it's like you can put stuff in.
Yeah.
It's like back then, and it's like a glowing white
Yeah.
figure.
So the thing is, my cousin told it to us first, and I was like, okay. And she showed me the video, and true enough,
This movie.
like it's very dark. You can make out that it's a park. It's at night, but then you do see like a small person like going across, and it's weird because that person's like glowing a bit.
Ask them to send the video to Vivian so we can.
I don't think she has it anymore. This was ages ago.
Sinlun want to see. Sinlun, so
I
one of our
want-
team
yeah,
members,
yeah. I mean-
Sinlun, one of his
Vivian,
bucket
why
list.
you green light this episode?
One of Sinlun's bucket list is to encounter a supernatural encounter.
Oh my god.
Why?
I don't know. He just wants to.
Okay.
So far, not bad. Our stories
science, for
so
science.
so landed like 3 bangers. That's crazy. Why
I
not?
want to add on to my story. So,
Okay, whoa,
So
shit.
the place that
The
my
DLC.
the house that my dad lived in used to be a beheading
Shut up.
Oh my god!
during the Japanese occupation.
Of course, usually it's
Always.
usually.
So there were a lot of spirits there.
Wow.
That's all I wanted.
Effing wow.
Come on lah! Oh my gosh! You don't set it up like that. You don't set the story up. This is a beheading place. There
I
is no
wanna,
story.
I wanna share
There's
a couple of stories. The first one I wanna share is actually something that okay, this was not really a ghost story. It's more of like it was really funny because we were all there and we were shocked at why this happened. So shout out to Universal Studios Singapore.
Oh.
A couple of years ago, we went over to Halloween Horror Nights.
Was it the one I'm shooting?
Yeah, the one you shot. So Ming and I, a bunch of the team, we went over to Singapore to experience Halloween Horror Nights. And I'm just going to say off the bat, Ming and I are chicken shit. We are so scared of these things, right? But they asked and invited us, and we're like, you know what? it's USS. We can't say no. Let's go. So we went, right? And one of the things I remember when we were getting ready to go out for the night. So the park closes at about like 6 o'clock. And then usually people have to get out by then. But because the whole month of like October, November, it's a special Halloween horror night, they will have extended hours of the park. So people come in just for the Halloween attraction till about 12 a.m. Okay? So we were there and we were getting ready for the night. And there was a keynote. So we all went to this auditorium and then like the president of USS or whoever came out and like, thank you so much for coming. And there were guests from around the region. So it was us Malaysians, of course, a huge bunch of Singaporean influencers, Indonesians, Thai, Vietnamese, Cambodian, Filipinos. Everyone was there. And this is a big event, right? And two things happened. So the first one is there was one of the girls who was from Indonesia who was there. And she had this huge backpack. It was a very boxy, it was a rectangular backpack. So if you guys watch Demon Slayer,
it's like the box.
Like the box. Like when in what Nezuko sits in Tanjiro's back, it was a very similar sort of like box in it. So we're like, what is that? So a lot of whispers already. Because we saw this girl and she looked a bit peculiar. She's an influencer. And she's a supernatural influencer. So we're like, oh, what is it? What's the thing? So we asked around, and then the Universal Studios people came up to us and they were like, oh, the thing in her bag is a doll. And we were like,
Wait.
what?
Whoa.
So we asked like, no, like what kind of doll is it? Like is it her branding or what? No, like that doll is a medium to invite spirits in. And it's a particular spirit that resides in that doll. And that's why she brought it along for this trip. So all of us were really like, whoa, this mad, right? So that was like one of the things we were like kicking off. This is crazy, this is amazing, right? So we sat down in the auditorium and USS, they came up, they thanked everyone, we had food. And then it was very interesting because what they do in USS for Halloween is that they have multiple horror houses. So thematic ones. And they're very, very nice. Some of them are like, so there was like the different layers of hell for like the Chinese beliefs, right? The different levels. So they make the whole experience like a different level of hell each time, each room. So it's amazing, right? And there was one vampire gangster one. Then Stranger Things that year. And then particularly, this one, they were very proud and they told everybody, we're so happy to give her her own house. Because all these years, she's just been a side attraction. Because, you know, when you walk along the streets, there'll be like those actors in their get-up and their outfit and their dress, their makeup, and they'll come and scare you. And so apparently, up to this point, the Pontianak, which is a Malaysian, Indonesian, Southeast Asian lore vampire, right? Has always been a side attraction. Like she would always just be on the streets, like kacau people. And so the Angmo or the Pan-Asian Pacific person who was giving this street, like, we're so incredibly happy to be able to give her her own house. And it's just absolutely gonna be amazing, guys. So we have this year for the first time, the Pontianak house.
And the minute she said that, right, you can see all the Malaysians and Indonesians looking at each other. Like,
Immediately, all of us just like,
the actual heck.
and it wasn't a joke.
About?
Like Ming said, like spot on the minute she said, and we're so happy to give her her own house. And all of us just, you can remember this moment.
You can see the Malaysians and the Indonesians immediately like,
You know who I remember clapping their hands? Benjamin King, Sandra, and Narelle. They're like, oh my god,
and then
cool.
it was another layer to it. So they announced the house, right? And then there were slides playing at the back. We decorated the house with as many banana plants as we can.
Real, not fake. They're not props. They're real banana trees.
Banana plants.
Right?
And you can see the Indonesians and the Malaysians.
So this was the craziest part. We all just like, Minghan, all the Malaysians, like killer, we all just like, are you serious? Minghan was like, oh, you.
What did the poster look like? Was it like Pontianak in a sling?
No, not yet. And then you could like, it was funny because we looked at Herzi and Muna, and then Muna was like,
they were like this.
Herzi is like, kau gila, kau nak main? And then Cesaria and Shazza are like, oh my god. It was legitimately funny because I feel like everyone else who didn't understand the lore was like, oh my god, cool. Everyone else who knows Pontianak, we were like, you're mad.
It's like you know, you don't believe, right? Yeah. You don't believe shit, but all it takes is one of your classmates to be a demon worshipper and draw the signs on the floor, and then shit gets real for a while.
Yeah.
This was the equivalent of like, you crazy Westerners.
Yeah, I love it.
What are you trying to do?
So that was, to me, that was like, this is uphill, right? So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I had food poisoning that weekend because just before Singapore, I was in Penang for Desmond's wedding. I had Ochen and I Lao Sai.
Oh.
All right. So I was genuinely shitting my pants. I said to Ming and Caleb, like, you guys have to do some of the houses without me. I will shit my pants. So I followed them. We did a couple. They were very intense. But then when it came to Pontianak, I want to thank Jesus for helping me make my anus runny. Because I was like, I can't go in. Now I will pass the story over to Ming Han because he went in with Jamson and Caleb.
Oh my
And Raj.
god.
Brother Jamson was shaky when he came out. All right.
So we had to go lah. I mean, it looked very bad because everyone was going. And the crazy part was, okay, the Japanese house, very aesthetic. You can see
wow, amazing.
No, it's very aesthetic.
Very
They did
beautiful.
a lot of work.
Muji.
And it's to a point where it's like someone is just doing the art of it. And then the 7 layers of hell. There's a law behind it. It's just art. But things change when you put stuff there that actually summons that thing.
Yeah.
And when we went to the Malay one, right, we didn't even go in yet. I can smell the banana leaf already.
crazy.
I can
Wait,
smell
how many
the
people?
banana
How many
leaf.
of y'all went in?
So there's a whole group of us. It's a group of the Malaysians, and then there's other people like the Indonesians and
So, but then
everything.
I think they cut you all by batches, right?
Yeah. And the
Okay.
mad part is, I grew up in a primary school and my Malay teachers love to talk about their law
Yeah.
one. So all the ghosts they talk about, So I was very well versed with all this stupid shit. It's not just one banana plant. They had a row of all banana plants like that leading into the house. And I was just like,
You're mad.
I look at Herzi and Muna, and I look at the guys, and Jameson is just not there anymore at this point. So
Fear has
so
taken
left
over.
his
Caleb
body
was
already.
there. All of us were
Right,
basically like this. So we're just like,
He ascended.
because guys, the smell of banana plant that hit you just show you how many real banana
Yeah.
plant they put
Mad
into this
respect.
thing.
USS, honestly,
And
mad respect.
I remember there was a conversation going on between some of the Indonesians and Malaysians, right? We were just like, if the Pontianak inside there just come out and scare you, just don't look at them. Just keep on walking.
Yeah.
Just keep on walking and just get through the house. So we can tell that there's a Pontianak actors inside, right? And whatnot. Inside the house was just batshit crazy already. At some point, right, they're making fun of the Pontianak story, Because, right, not just you put the banana plant there to summon them, you make fun of the fact that got hanging lah, got what happened to your family lah. Oh,
I know it's making
that
fun
kind of-
lah. It's like telling you
It's
the story
very
lah.
fun, but it's not fun when you actually put that shit there and you invite the ghosts in Malay culture, right? And all of the Malays there were just like, oh, ini gila. And then we went through and it got worse, progressively worse. Because we came out to the end part, which was really like the gantong tree and like this kind of thing. Everywhere banana plant.
Wow.
And we were just like, please, Jesus, help us get through this. Please, Jesus, help us, please. So we walked through, we just bolted through. But the crazy part didn't happen when we were there.
Yeah.
Crazy part happened with the stories after. And because there were people working at the Pontianak house, right? So there were stories were like, hey, who covered for me? I thought you guys were taking a break. And then they did a head count. There were like 2 or 3 extra Pontianaks roaming the streets and in the house. And people don't know who these extras were.
Because how the shifts work is like, for example, like 8 to 10 is you, right? Then after that, someone will switch out and then someone else will go in. We heard story because one of our friends was one of the extras in that year. She would tell us that the extras would gather and they'd be like, "Hey, how come you're here? I thought you went already." No, I just put on my makeup. Then who's the
that?
one waiting in the house now?
Yeah. So
And there's 2 or 3.
yeah,
2 or 3.
because there was few levels. So
Crazy.
when we went in, you go one level, there's one. Then you go to another place, there's another one. And you can see it's different girls. And then as you go, right, it's just like, just walk. But then the friend who worked there was like, so we realized that there was not just extra actors inside the house. There were extra actors roaming around the house. And they don't know who these were. Because when they were doing the head count, and we checked each other, no one was supposed to be there at that point. And then they were just there. I'm like, hello, you all put how many banana plant? You don't understand
This one
thing.
is
hardworking.
the
This
mess
really...
around and find out, man. I love it. So the reason why I told this story is because hopefully USS, you watch this and you invite us again.
No,
I'm
stop!
open. I think it'll be fun to revisit some of the stuff. Mad
Finland's
effort.
gang.
Mad
Yay.
effort. I hope I don't get food poisoning this time. But yeah, that's one of the stories. I think it was very fun because we got to experience the fake, as in like the staged, but then also you will hear stories after. Amazing time. Caleb, you have a story for us.
Yeah, I mean, I have a couple of stories.
Okay.
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 So done already, guys.
Okay, so I will say this one happens to my family. Okay.
Double check. It's okay to tell the story, right?
Nah, scared to say it.
Okay.
Hey!
Just say
What does
it.
that mean?
Yeah. Okay, so the first one. Okay, maybe I would say this one. Okay, this one happens when I was young, when I was a baby. So what happened
Real
was this?
young.
I was real young, real baby. I don't remember this at all.
Real baby.
Ah,
So,
yes.
yeah, real young, real
He
baby.
came out of the mother's womb. I don't know.
So my mom told me this story. She said when I was a baby, I was crying non-stop for like a couple of hours.
Oh my god.
Okay, she was like, "What happened? Why are you crying so much? Why everything?"
How many hours you got to tell them?
Like she said, like maybe 4, 5, 6. I'm not so sure around that,
That's
but it's a very long time.
wild.
Maybe 8 hours. I'm not so sure.
Feels like
He
you
went
have
for
to like
4, 5, 6. Choose lah one. That's a big range.
But it's a very long,
Long time, okay, long
yeah,
time.
She tried to do all things, give me milk, whatever she tried,
what did she
carry
do?
me, nothing. Nothing. I couldn't stop crying. Then Mama was like, she started praying. She asking God, why? Why is my kid crying? Can I do something about it? Then she heard a voice. The voice told her to take my father. My father has this CD, to take it outside, break it apart, and burn it. Okay? So she went and tell my dad, I'm gonna take a CD and burn.
What
so that-
CD is it?
Um,
Okay, never mind. Moving. Continue.
it's some kind of CD, okay?
Okay, nice.
So
I see.
that was very long time ago. It was very. So she took the CD, she broke it into half, and she burned it. But as she burned it, a black smoke came out and fly to the air, fly to the sky. Immediately, I stopped crying.
So you're allergic to porn, is it? Or like,
Okay, we didn't say what the CD. We didn't say what the CD was.
sorry.
Yeah. You say
Maybe
no?
it's a pirated DVD, whatever, man.
Literally, the smoke goes up. I stopped crying immediately. And Mom was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah. Then just like they just start praying and just pray over me and just
Yeah.
then it's done. Just pray over the CD and everything was done. But it was a legit. She told me that there was a black smoke came out from the CD and just flew to the air as they were burning the CD. Yes.
usually when you burn silicone,
Usually there's You're
right. You're right.
Yeah, I'm not so
So
sure.
explain why you stop crying.
It's wild.
Yeah, but I see this black smoke it's like you look at it, it's an entity, then just like it just flies up the air and then just no more.
And then,
It was the
and then
porn
Caleb
star.
as a baby said, "It is finished."
this story.
Either that really happened, or
Yes.
your
I
mom
would
just really
believe
don't want
that
your dad
happened.
to have this CD, you know?
Because my dad to say me.
Either or only at this point. You know, it's really either or.
I don't know. There's
You
this
see lah, you buy the CD, your son cannot stop crying. You take it on break.
Question. Oh, sorry.
That's what I heard lah. That's what she told me, and she told me a lot of times about this story.
Because she don't want you to buy the same CD.
I used to see, bro.
Yeah, but then there was another time. This is when she was impregnated with me. Okay.
What is
Just say she's pregnant with you lah.
how you use
So she's pregnant with me. Okay, she's pregnant with me. Okay, I was in the womb.
Okay.
Okay. Then she
Need to
told me.
elaborate.
Oh, this is a different story.
Yeah, it's a different story now.
This is the prequel.
This is pretty cool. Okay. So as she was carrying me, they say there's one night, she felt something was about to strangle her. So she was strangling her and then she couldn't breathe. And then she's like, and she said, my father was sitting next to her and she wanted to call out for him, but couldn't. And then she said she saw the lights everything were blinking real fast, like non-stop. And then she was just like, couldn't breathe and everything. And she wanted to shout like, pray, and she kept praying at that point in time. She wanted to keep praying, but she couldn't speak out the words. So she just prayed in her mind. And finally, she just shouted like, Jesus. And then, all was okay already.
Fire.
That's what she told me. So I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. But she told me the whole story. And I was like, that incident happened to her once or twice throughout her when she was pregnant with me.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, not...
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Just stop there. That's great.
Oh.
Wow.
yeah.
You're a real baby.
I was a baby.
Crazy. What a baby.
It's a miracle you came out like okay.
Yeah.
I'm glad you came out the way you came out. Just
Yeah.
peaceful, happy all the time. You know, cause
Really?
God is fair.
God is fair, guys.
I mean, I just want to say, if you're a part of Malaysian culture, Indonesian culture, I grew up with a teacher that liked to tell ghost stories. Malay teachers, they love to tell ghost stories, and I don't know why they like to tell. they don't prepare their lesson. They come in as replacement teacher, then they tell ghost story to my class.
Yeah, for real.
You know, I don't know why. And if you're growing up in primary school last time, right? There's always this kisah-kisah benar cerita seram
I love
compilations.
those are my favorite
You know, you
magazines.
always get it's like these small books that you can buy one. And in primary one, I remember for some reason at this point, I think it's quite unethical. You should never do it lah. My whole class had the full knowledge of the jenis hantu Melayu, you know. And we realized at that point, right, there's a function for everything you want to do. And my Malay teacher will always tell us, you cannot get grades, maybe someone go and cast hantu on you. I'm like, oh my gosh, you cannot do this, someone cast hantu on you. Someone get too rich, got hantu helping. And we learn from young, wow, we really just traumatized as young Chinese boys and girls, right? Like, what is this? This one you keep in a bottle lah, one you feed with your blood lah, one you keep at the bottom of this. Wow, it was so visual. I feel that whatever you say nowadays, kids when we were growing up, we were exposed to all this nonsense and fears
Crazy.
before 10 o'clock in the morning as replacement classes.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
true.
You know?
but speaking of Indonesian culture,
Oh, yeah.
I just remembered.
Most recent one.
Yes, it's a very recent thing.
We'll end it with this
that
wholesome
happened
story.
that I heard about. So my grandmother passed recently,
Indonesia?
and no, here she passed recently, and she was staying with my uncle and auntie in PJ, and they have like an Indonesian maid to help out with the house, helped out with her and everything, and so we took her out recently to makan and stuff, right? And she told us, so my grandmother passed, like we had her funeral on a Sunday. Apparently the maid saw her on a Tuesday in the house.
Like after that Sunday.
Yeah, after the
After
funeral.
that Sunday, it's just the maid in the house. She said she was cooking, and then she like was walking out, and then she saw my grandmother sitting at the dining table. And then she was like, oh. And then she went over to see her. And apparently she asked her even like, oh, makan, like eat already. And my grandmother said, oh, my daughter's buying. And then she's like, okay. And then she goes back into the kitchen, finish up her stuff, whatever. She comes out and then my grandma's not there anymore. So we're like, oh.
Taking drugs or what? Like what?
No, hey,
No. But apparently it's quite a normal
they come
thing.
back the week after.
Yeah.
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 Like,
Why?
We all
visit
know
this?
We all know this.
yeah. So I guess she was like quite chill about it. She's
Oh,
like, oh,
wow. Today's episode jam-packed full of great times. You got long stories, you got build-ups, you got the 3-hit punch.
Do you guys like,
Crazy.
I mean, we can add do you guys like driving at night?
yeah.
Oh, this
No.
is mad. Why you gotta go here? Why you gotta go here?
Go like
This one's
driving at
what?
night?
No.
You like traveling at night?
No.
No.
Okay, so I just end with a small thing that people warn me about, lah, right?
Crazy.
My friends who like to drive through the plantations at night, go back Camerons or. So apparently they say at night if you're driving,
Oh,
you know,
shit.
and when you see if you in the darkness
Okay.
see a lady,
Gone.
don't look at her.
Oh yes, I heard about this.
Don't look, because you look at her and you look away, you look back again, she'll still be in the same spot, no matter how fast your car is driving. And she will follow and follow and follow, and as you keep driving, she'll just get closer and closer to your car.
Yes, I've heard about this.
I heard
as
about
well.
this.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
will never want to do this in my life. I believe in Jesus. I
I'm
don't
going
believe
home
in
at
this
6
kind of
o'clock.
By the way,
No.
Yeah, that's right, ladies.
But this
Stop
is like a
staying
full-time
in the
story.
office late.
This is the okay. Our showrunner asking us to cut it because
Guys, if you guys enjoyed this scary, spooky
No!
episode,
Yes,
let
yes.
us know. We will do more.
No!
'Cause I have a bucket of stories from my high school days I've not told anybody yet. So if you guys are interested, let us know. Tell us your ghost stories and we'll read it out as well. This has been a fun episode. But hey, if you're not a fan of scary stories and want to listen to something cool, check out the next segment. We got Local Band Resort sharing a new song with us.
Hi, we're Resort, and this is our new single, Young. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can you feel it? Can you see it? I don't want it, I don't need it, but I can't stop this feeling. Head first into everything, look cool moves before my brain moved. We were playing with fire like it wasn't gonna burn everything down. When we were young, we were messed up beauty queens. When we were young, our bodies made like killing machines. Nothing like a little drama. What is even Sigma? Maybe you can link. When we were young, when we were young.
Welcome to a surprise segment called Cuties with Smoothies. It's not a new segment, it's just whatever we're calling it.
Okay.
We're here with the incredibly talented band Resort.
What's up, everybody?
Gentlemen, can you introduce
Hello.
yourself, starting with Kyle?
My name is Kyle Emmanuel. I play drums for the band.
Hi, my name is Sekha. I sing in the band.
Oh,
Hey, I'm Victor. I play guitar and bass.
And together we're Resort.
And Ming, what do you do in the band, man?
I am basically yeah.
That's crazy. We've known Resort for a long time, and it's always a treat to have them around,
Yeah.
or see them live if you guys have not seen them live. But you guys are here in the studio today because you have a brand new song.
We do.
What's it called?
The new song is called Young. You want to ask me what it's about?
I will.
Yes.
Basically, we like young people, but not so much.
Whoa.
You guys are still young.
guys
What
are young,
talking
right?
about?
Not so young, lah, bro.
Who wrote this song?
We all did.
What's
You
the
all did,
average
actually.
age right now of the band?
Yeah.
Late 20s.
Millennial.
28.
28. That's the average age.
Yeah, bro. 28, bro.
Guys, 2 more years, man.
That's when life begins, bruv. I don't know what you're talking about. I just want to ask you something. What's the writing process like? I'm
Yeah.
genuinely curious.
Like with 3 people, how does that work? Who starts?
yeah.
How does it work, Victor?
Normally, one of us starts with a demo and then we bring it to the band.
Okay.
Maybe we like a beat, maybe we like a melody,
Okay.
lyric idea. I don't know, talk about young people or something. Then, we bounce ideas off each other.
And Kyle, like, are you actively involved in like, I don't like the way this sounds. Stop it, you know?
100%, bro.
Just happened yesterday. Ta-da!
I love it. Is it very? How long did it take for you guys to write the song?
It started with a demo actually during pandemic.
Whoa, what?
Yeah.
Was there another one recently or?
Bro, we've got
The
a
same-
bank of songs.
You
bro.
got a bank.
Yeah, we just curate them.
That's crazy.
Isn't that good?
So
Yeah.
this song has been in the cooking pot since 2020.
It's been simmering since
Damn, it's-
2021.
Dang.
About lah.
Okay,
About.
and then now it's out.
Yeah, finally.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thanks, guys.
It sounds great.
Is there going to be an EP album coming out
Oh
with it?
yeah, let's talk about that.
Oh.
There is. So Young is the first single off of an upcoming EP that we've been preparing for a while.
What's the EP called? Not so?
No. It's called Transparent.
Oh, my favorite color.
Wow.
What is the idea of Transparent?
So we've been a band for what? Give or take 5 years.
Okay.
That's a long time.
Okay.
I blame COVID. But you know, after 5 years, we realized that we're quite done with the BS lah.
Whoa.
We're quite done with like trying to make a pop hit. Quite done trying to make content. I mean, we make content, but it's tiring lah.
Yeah,
I know.
And,
It's not for everyone. It's not for everyone.
We feel like this round we're just gonna go all in. We're gonna say what we want to say. I mean, you know, we're nice people. We'll say to the best of our capabilities. But that's what Transparent is about. Actually, it's really where we're at. All the bad, good, all in one. This new one, Young. I mean, it's not diss, but
Okay.
like, I mean, don't quote me on the lyrics, but like, you should check out the lyrics and sing it out at the show.
Okay.
Oh,
okay,
nice.
Okay.
But you know, we talk about stigmas and
okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
Okay.
tell me about it.
I'm
Tell
too
me
old
what
for
is
this.
even stigma,
I'm too
bro.
old for this, man.
All right,
And so
all right.
the EP is dropping when?
The EP is dropping somewhere end of the year. Don't want to tell you when because
Okay.
we don't want
Just
to.
gotta stay tuned.
Yeah.
Have you
yeah.
guys to the date?
Precise.
Yeah,
Have you guys
precisely.
already done the EP?
Actually, we have.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
guys have
actually have.
Oh,
Do you
congrats.
guys have a favorite song on the
Ooh.
EP?
We do. I'll say mine first.
Okay, yeah. We need the 3 different answers.
So Young being the first, right? The
Okay,
one that's
okay.
coming after this
Okay.
is my favorite one.
The one after Young.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
like in
So
3
it's,
weeks.
it's not so young.
It's
Okay.
not. It's not.
Okay,
yeah.
Carl, what's your favorite?
Mine is the one that won't come out as a single.
Okay.
But it will be in,
In
the
the
EP.
EP.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And
Mine will be a reimagined version of a song that is already
Shut
out.
up. I love those.
I just like this
I love
announcement
those.
about nothing actually.
Yeah.
It's just a teaser
like
of
nothing,
nothing.
right? Okay, no, but so is how often are they going to be dropped? So this is the first one. When's the second one coming out?
In 3 weeks' time.
Okay, and then another 3 weeks.
And then another 3 weeks.
The third one, and subsequently.
and also the EP.
Okay, so but there will be a showcase concert.
Okay.
Congratulations,
There
gentlemen.
will be. We are actually building a set much like this. I mean, this is amazing. I
Dang.
mean, we can't compare to this, but we're trying to build a set. We're
Nice.
trying to play a show in there.
Where?
in that set.
Where?
Can't see
You
it.
know
Right
where yet?
now, can't roll. It has to be an invitation.
Correct.
We will
Oh,
invite
it's an
y'all.
invite only show.
Yeah, yeah,
No lah. I mean,
Wow.
when we're done making the set,
Yeah, yeah.
then we invite people to the
I like
place.
that. I like that.
okay,
How
okay.
how do you guys feel being in the game so many years now? Like you guys said, the results 5 years old now, right? And then like it's not easy. We've talked about this before. You've been on the podcast talking about how
yeah,
easy it is
yeah.
doing music in Malaysia. What has kept you guys going on doing this together even after 5 years when you could just call it quits on like year 3, bro?
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 different minds, 3 different cooks, and a lot of arguments here and there. But I think that's part and parcel of making something good.
Damn.
Oh
But-
man.
I think we all are great friends
Yeah.
in the start. So with whatever that happens, if we butt heads, I think we see the end picture, which is like all of us are
Damn.
friends. And
The 5 years technically, right? In startup terms, you're a successful company already.
Yeah, dude.
You know?
In
If
startup
you make it
business
past 5
terms,
years,
you made it through the woods.
kind of got something there.
Yeah.
Kind of got something there.
Yeah,
you know?
bro. I feel old, but we're not old enough. I feel old.
Okay, well, this guy.
You guys are individually. You guys are incredibly talented musicians.
Thanks,
I know the capabilities of all 3 of you guys. How do you all come together to make it work? Because I feel like music, and this is, quote me if I'm wrong. I don't know why I said that, but shoot my ass if I'm wrong.
Okay, well.
It's a pressure to put out a bop nowadays,
okay,
right? Like
okay.
you said earlier on.
Okay.
Like prior to this, you
Yeah.
guys there's an unsaid pressure. You're like, oh, I need to put out a bop, and usually bops are like pop hits, right? But the musicality on all 3 of you is so vast that it transcends like pop as a genre.
Okay.
How do you guys sort of like? How do you guys come to terms with the fact that what you can make versus what you need to make is so different?
Damn.
That is 5 years in the making. I feel like being 5 years in the scene teaches you how to hit a balance.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Like, I mean, yeah, I want to strike out. I want to make the coolest
Yeah,
song
yeah.
ever. But
Yeah.
if the coolest song is not it's not catchy
People
at
don't
all.
understand- yeah.
You know. So I mean, for me,
That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
that's
And I think like striking that balance, like right now everyone's like fighting for attention, but I think one thing we realize is like if we really like it, if we resonate with
Yeah,
something in it, other people will also feel the same way.
Yeah.
And we're not like trying to get everyone, but like the ones who like stay will
Yeah,
stay.
yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's how you get like the real fans.
Nice.
yeah.
Resort has a cult following. Like whenever you guys do your concert showcases, there is
I'm not sure about that.
front 2 rows. There's a few rows of people who know the lyrics to your songs.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
come out, they sing along, and like how does that make you feel?
Bro,
Damn.
how does it make me feel? It's surreal. Like honestly, just
'Cause these guys know your lyrics, man.
see, honestly,
right.
every time just being on stage and having that, it's a boost of confidence, but also it's just a humble pie to take. Where it's just like, wow, I can't believe
What
we actually have people.
Yeah.
what is, for each of y'all, what is your measure of success for this EP?
Yeah.
What is a
correct,
successful
that's a great
EP?
question.
What does a successful EP mean to you guys?
Yeah.
And you can be honest, it could be plays, it could be views.
Yeah.
Yeah. Carl, what does it mean to you, man?
Mm.
Man, I think we should talk about this.
Huddle up.
That's why we're here. That's why we're here. That's why we're
like
here.
5 years, like we just keep going, you know, like we don't. But I think for me, definitely traveling a bit more.
Oh,
Like
nice.
shows overseas.
Yeah, I think that's something that we've always wanted to do.
So shared
Oh, shout out.
experiences as a band.
Yeah, and also like I feel like Malaysia is a great country, but it's so small.
Yes.
And like there's so much more out there.
Amen.
And I
Swear,
think
man.
that's why us doing music, putting it on Spotify, touches all the other like countries
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, I think for me it's like getting out of our area. If that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Similarly, I guess more opportunities to come by.
Okay,
That would be a
okay.
success. I mean, that only comes with good numbers and good
Yep.
plays. But
Yep.
honestly, to a certain extent, the numbers only shout so far if you don't actually build a fan base.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I could have 2 million, but like when I do a show, if like only 100 people show up, I'm just like,
Dang.
I mean, 100 is a lot. Don't get me
100 is a lot,
wrong,
yeah.
but
Yeah, like 4.
as opposed to 1 million, you get what I mean?
Yeah. All right. What success do you, Victor?
That's true. Like there's no metric for like how deep the fan is. There's like quantity, right? But I feel like if it's like 100 like deep fans that like they know every lyric, I'd rather that like any day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, have you had instances where you performing and someone throws underwear on stage?
Whoa.
Not yet.
Is that a
yet.
success?
Not yet.
I feel like that's a
Flower
metric. I feel like that's a metric.
Flowers got.
Flower got flower.
Flower, okay, flower's fine. Shoes?
Shoes no.
Okay.
Plastic bottles also don't
Hopefully
have.
not. Lah.
Okay. Have y'all ever had the please sign my guitar moment?
Whoa.
Please sign my drumsticks, please sign my drums.
Wow.
Congrats, guys.
We've signed a shirt while it was still attached to the person.
Have you
so-
signed under the shirt
don't push it,
attached to
don't push it.
yourself?
Bro, after the
He's
podcast.
PG. He's PG.
Oh my god.
It's PG.
Hey, but
Okay,
hey, guys,
okay.
that's big. Because like if you think about it, like you're doing music and then that's made someone love you enough to be like, hey, sign my property.
Let me ask you a very honest question.
Yeah.
What do you think it takes to make it in Malaysia as a musician?
Damn.
In Malaysia,
Yep. What do you think it takes to make it? What does it mean to have made it as a musician in this country? Because let's be honest, we're all still part of the gang where we have a day job and then we have music on the side, right? What do you think it takes? Where do you want to be? Let's say you have the chance to do it. Where's resort and what does it mean by making it?
Ooh,
I can. For me, it's leaving my full-time job and being able to, for this job to be a job, like full-time job, and to pay for the bills and to be able to support my family. And at the same time, I mean, it's all like very deep and all, but I guess at the same time for us to be touring as
that's
a
the
band,
dream.
making music, doing what we're doing right now, but at a capacity where we can actually put in 150%. Because right now it's like, I want to give in 100%, but like, I've got a full-time job.
yeah.
I have to be realistic, But yeah, that's my means of success. That's my.
It's the touring, right? Is it the touring?
Yeah. Because you meet more people, and like we have met so many amazing people, but like that's all we can go for now. You know what I mean? So like we would love to meet and connect with more people, like, and that comes with like touring and stuff like that in different countries.
Yeah, bro, I want to play stadiums, bro. I want to see fireworks.
We can go and play. No one's stopping you.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you really wanted to, we can go and play now.
What you, Victor? What's the
Making it as a band.
what's the big goal?
Making it.
What's the dream?
Man, honestly, bro, like I feel like if we are giving our best like into this music, we put our heart and soul into it.
Damn.
And like it just connects with people. I think growth is inevitable.
Wow.
So
I like that.
So like I don't know, man. Even if we don't play stadiums, which inshallah we can. Even if we don't, I'll be happy like making music with these
That's
guys.
good, man.
Yeah.
You guys putting out quality stuff. Congratulations on the release of Young.
Thanks, bro.
Thank you so much for being here. We're excited to see the EP
Bro,
showcase
we will
announcement.
let you know, bro.
100%. 100%. We'll shout it out here as well.
But when you putting out your own music,
Bro.
hey, aren't you on tour now?
About to. Not yet. But thank you so much for being here, gentlemen. If you guys want to check out more resort stuff, where can they find you?
It's at We Are Resort on almost every other platform.
Yep.
Instagram. I mean, nobody really does Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Music, and yeah, we hope you enjoy what you see here. Yeah.
Yeah. Go check them out, guys. New EP dropping which month?
Sometime this year, maybe
Sometime this
October,
year.
November.
There we go.
It's good
There
enough
we
for
go.
us.
We'll leave that.
It's good enough for us.
Let's go, guys. I'm always all for supporting local artists, so do your part, guys. And I hope you enjoy their music. It's good stuff. Turn up for the shows, meet them live, help them get to the studio. That's studio? Stadium.
Stadium, bro.
Help them get to the stadium goal.
right.
All right. That's the time we have for
That's
them.
all. Thanks, guys. Peace
Thank
out.
you.
Oi, sit down lah.